students, I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of SRT. Now today I continue with chapter number 1, that is linear equations in two variables. This is your lecture number 3. What we have already completed is practice set 1.1 and 1.2. So in today's lecture we will be covering practice set number 1.3. Chalo, let's start. Okay, the main part of this particular exercise is solving the equations by Cramer's rule. But in order to solve the equations by Cramer's rule, it is necessary for you to understand how to solve the determinant. So before we go to Cramer's rule, let us finish with question number 1 and question number 2, where we will study how to find the value of a determinant. Now before I go ahead, one confusion that I want to clear: determinant and there is another word, discriminant. Now these two things are different. Okay, determinant comes in this particular chapter. Discriminant, if you remember, it is a part of your chapter number 2, that is quadratic equation. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So please do not get confused between the two words. They are totally separate. What we are doing now is determinant. Discriminant is totally different. Now first let's try to understand what is a determinant. For your level, okay, just understand that determinant is the arrangement of numbers in vertical bars. Means suppose A, B, C, D. Over here I put vertical bars. These vertical bars are not your modulus sign. That is different. Over here this is called as a determinant, and there is a rule to get the value of the determinant. Rule is that you are supposed to cross multiply and subtract. So if I cross multiply and subtract, ये दोनों एक दूसरे से multiply होगा, A into D minus this will be B into C. So basically this entire calculation is written in the form of a determinant like this. Okay, here I have, what I have shown you is this particular determinant have 2 rows and 2 columns. That's why it is called as 2 by 2 determinant. In your syllabus, you only have 2 by 2 determinant. आगे जाके in further standards, you will come across with 3 by 3 determinant also, where there will be 3 rows and 3 columns. And over there, the solving part is going to be totally different. So we are going to focus only on a 2 by 2 determinant. So what is a determinant समझ में आया, rule समझ में आया कैसे solve करने का. Now let's see the sums how to solve. Over here, your question number 1, fill in the blanks. Now such activity questions or fill in the blanks type of question will be a part of your board exam also. Okay, and such questions, in order to solve it, you have to write the given entire thing as it is, and wherever there is a box in the question paper, you also have to draw a box over there. It might be possible that there will be few steps that will be skipped in between. It is better if you introduce those steps which are skipped in between, and whatever extra steps you are writing, no need to highlight those steps. You will put a box only at those places where you see the boxes in the question paper. Okay, now this is the question, this is a determinant. Now as I told you, the rule says what you are supposed to cross multiply and solve. So this 3 gets multiplied by 5 minus this 2 gets multiplied by 4. So this is what will come in the box. Now 3 into 5 gives you 15, 2 into 4 gives you 8, 15 minus 8 gives you 7. This completes your question number 1. Now question number 2, there are 3 determinants. I have to get the value of all of them. It is not given in fill in the blanks type of thing, so we will do the entire sum. Now the first determinant I have written over here. How will you solve it? This 2 gets multiplied with each other, so minus 1. It is always better to write your negative sign in negative term in bracket. So minus 1 into 4 minus 7 into 2. This will become minus 4 minus 14. Now minus 4 minus 14, answer will be minus 18. There are few students who still have a confusion in plus minus. Minus into minus, they make it plus. Nahi chalega. Over here this is minus 4 minus 14. There is a difference between minus 4 minus 14 and minus 4 into minus 14. whenever the numbers gets multiplied, even the signs get multiplied. But over here the numbers are not getting multiplied, so signs also will not get multiplied. Okay, whenever you have plus or minus, the rule is if the numbers are of the same sign, you have to add the numbers, and if the numbers are of opposite sign, you have to subtract the numbers. Abhi ye both the numbers are of the same sign, so their addition gives me 18, and in plus or minus, as I told you, you are not supposed to multiply the signs. The final answer का sign is always of the greater number. ओके अभी 4 and 14 में ग्रेटर नंबर कौन है? 14 का साइन क्या है? नेगेटिव. फिनिश. सो योर आंसर इज -18. प्लीज डू नॉट मल्टीप्लाई द साइंस इफ द नंबर्स आर नॉट गेटिंग मल्टीप्लाइड. ओके चलो. So this is your answer. And exam में कैसे लिखने का? Write your entire determinant -1, 7, 2, 4, and if time permits, it would be better if you draw these lines using scale. But do not use pencil. Draw these determinant का vertical lines with pen. Okay? Is equal to -18, and you box your answer. Finish. Now second sum is almost the same. I directly take the third one where fractions are involved. 7/3, then you have 5/3, 3/2, and you have 1/2. The rule remains the same. What will I write? 7/3 cross multiply 7/3 into 1/2 minus 5/3 into 3/2. इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई किया, इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई किया, एंड बीच में माइनस. Now whenever fraction gets multiplied, please do not try to make the denominator same. डिनोमिनेटर सेम कभी करना पड़ता है? ओनली इन केस ऑफ एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन. व्हेन फ्रैक्शन गेट्स मल्टीप्लाइड, डायरेक्टली न्यूमरेटर से मल्टीप्लाई होगा, डिनोमिनेटर से मल्टीप्लाई होगा. सो ओवर हियर 7 into 1 7, 3 into 2 6, minus 5 into 3 15, 3 into 2 6. Now the fractions are getting added or subtracted over here. जब भी बीच में प्लस माइनस होता है, it is compulsory to make the denominator same. Over here the denominator is already same. So I take that common denominator 6. Numerator will be 7 minus 15. Now how to subtract? मैंने क्या बोला था प्लस माइनस के लिए? If the numbers are of same sign you will add, if the numbers are of opposite sign you will subtract. 7 का साइन is plus, 15 का साइन is minus, opposite sign is subtract the numbers. 15 and 7 का subtraction is going to be 8. Okay, so I write 8/6. But now the sign in the numerator 7 minus 15 था, always the sign will be of the greater number. Greater number कौन है? 15. 15 का साइन क्या है? माइनस. So here I'll write minus. -8/6. If you leave your answer like this, your marks will be deducted. In your entire maths, whenever you get a fractional answer, that fractional answer has to be in reduced form. So -8/6, you can reduce it as -4/3. Is that clear? So -4/3 is the final answer of the determinant. So here what you understand is how to solve a 2/2 determinant. Clear? Now we start with Cramer's rule. Okay? Okay, now let's see how to solve the sum by Cramer's rule. What you have studied till now, how to solve a determinant of the order 2/2. Now, over here, as far as your Cramer's rule is concerned, this is the entire rule that I have written over here. Okay? But how do we get this entire rule? That is what I will be teaching you first. Now over here, this is the proof of Cramer's rule. It says what? If the given equations are, you have to write the equations in standard form. What do we mean by standard form? All the variable terms are on the left hand side. That is your x term, y term are on left hand side, and your constant term is on the right hand side. I have named that equation as equation 1 and equation 2. Now I am going to solve these two equations by elimination method, which is also called as equating coefficient method. That is how you will get the entire rule of Cramer's. Okay, now suppose if I go by elimination method, and if I want to eliminate y, what is the process to eliminate y? First you have to make the coefficient of y term same. Over here the coefficient is b1, over here the coefficient is b2. In order to make the coefficient same, what I will do is, this equation if I multiply by b2, तो जस्ट फोकस ऑन कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y. ये क्या हो जाएगा b1 into b2y, and this equation if I multiply by this b1, what will I get? b1 into b2y. ऊपर भी b1 b2y था, नीचे भी b1 b2y है, कोएफिशिएंट सेम हो गया. Then on subtracting, my y term will get eliminated and I will get the answer for x. Let's see how. Multiply equation 1 by b2. This equation I multiply by this coefficient, that is b2, and equation 2 by b1. This equation I multiply by this coefficient, that is b1. This will become, if I multiply this entire thing by b2, a1x will become what? a1 b2x plus this will become b1 b2y, and this c1 will become b2 c1. Everywhere I have multiplied by b2. Second equation I am multiplying by b1. Okay, so ये क्या हो जाएगा देखो, a2x will become a2 b1x, this will become b1 b2y, and this c2 will become b1 c2. Means this entire equation I have multiplied by this b1. So as my target was to make the coefficient of y same, it has become same. Now since they are of the same sign, to eliminate that I need to subtract the equation. So subtracting equation 3 and 4 gives me what? Look here, ये equation 3 लिखा, ये equation 4 लिखा. When you subtract, signs of the second equation has to change. This will get cancelled. अभी x में क्या है? a1 b2x minus a2 b1x. Same thing I have written over here. And on the right hand side, b2 c1 minus b1 c2. b2 c1 minus b1 c2. Sorry. Now over here I take the x common over here. If I take x common, what will I get? Look here. अगर मैंने x common लिया, इधर क्या बचेगा? a1 b2 will remain, and over here what will remain? a2 b1 will remain. Look here, a1 b2 remains in the first term, and second term में a2 b1 remains. I have taken x common, and right hand side I keep it as it is. Now this entire term is getting multiplied with x. If I shift it on the other side, it will become division. So I got the answer for x. Actually ये है ना मेरा formula है in order to get the value of x. But can I say to remember this formula as b2 c1 minus b1 c2 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1 is difficult. So in order to simplify things, this formula we write it by making use of determinant. कैसे लिखते हैं? Look here. Numerator, let's call it as your determinant dx, and denominator, let's call it as your determinant d. अभी dx determinant का ये आंसर आना चाहिए. तो this thing, if I write my dx determinant in this way, I'll get exactly the same numerator. I have taught you how to solve the determinant by cross multiplying and subtracting. This dx determinant, if I solve over here, I'll get what? c1 b2 minus b1 c2. Check over here, c1 b2 का मतलब b2 c1 minus b1 c2. So this and this numerator, can I say it means the same? And your denominator, I am writing it as this determinant, a1 b1 a2 b2. If I cross multiply, a1 b2 minus, can I say a2 b1 हो जाएगा, a1 b2 minus a2 b1, exactly the same thing. So denominator corresponds to this determinant. Okay, so x is dx upon d. Same thing is written over here, x is dx upon d. Clear with it? Abhi this is how you get your x term. Now in order to get the answer for y, what I'll do? I'll start by my original equations. To get the answer for y, can I say I have to eliminate x. Now to eliminate x, I'll make the coefficient same for x. Clear with it? I have done exactly the same process over here like I have done for x. There is just one difference. Towards the end, I just take a negative sign outside so that my denominator matches with x का value. जो x का denominator है, exactly the same thing becomes y का denominator because of taking negative sign outside. Now I am not going in detail with each and every step over here. What you can do is you can take a screenshot of this particular part and you can watch this at your own pace. Clear? Now ये formula and these are the two actual formulae which are written by making use of determinant to simplify things. So your Cramer's rule, see what it is. If the equations are, as I told you, the given equation should be in standard form. What is standard form? Variable term on left hand side, constant term on right hand side. Okay, now there are three determinants that you need to define. Okay, D is A1, B1, A2, B2. Now you will say, sir, ये तीन determinant learn कैसा करने का? There is a small trick over here. Trick is, let's call this D determinant as constant determinant. Constant determinant में constants will not come. Which are the constants over here? C1, C2. So this will not come. बचा क्या? A1, B1, A2, B2. Same order, A1, B1, A2, B2. So in constant determinant, do not include constants. Simple. तो dx के determinant में किसको include नहीं करेंगे? dx के determinant में x का coefficient को include नहीं करने का. x के coefficient को include नहीं किया. And just one thing remember, dx के determinant में you have to follow a reverse order of the remaining terms. तो रिमेनिंग टर्म्स ये है, रिवर्स ऑर्डर में क्या रहेगा? C1 B1 C2 B2, C1 B1 C2 B2. क्लियर? ओके. dy के डिटरमिनेंट में किसको नहीं लेने का? इन योर dy डिटरमिनेंट डू नॉट इंक्लूड y एंड नो रिवर्स थिंग ओवर हियर. रिवर्स इज ओनली इन केस ऑफ x, दैट इज योर dx डिटरमिनेंट. ओके. नाउ इन dy का डिटरमिनेंट y का कोएफिशिएंट नॉट टू टेक. बचा क्या? A1 C1 A2 C2, A1 C1 A2 C2. And once you get the three determinants, x is equal to dx by d, y is equal to dy by d. Clear? So again I tell you how it is to be remembered. In your d, do not include constant. dx में do not include coefficient of x, and remaining terms write in reverse order. In your dy, do not include coefficient of y. Once you get the value of these three determinant, x will be dx by d, y will be dy by d, and your original equations has to be in standard form. Variable term on left hand side, constant term on right hand side. Now, as far as this entire proof of Cramer's rule is concerned, okay, there are very low chances that it will be asked in the exam. I have given it to you for your reference so that you exactly come to know कि ये सब आता किधर से है. This is the whole reason behind this Cramer's rule. So actual formulae are this and this, okay, which we write it by making use of determinant. Clear with the entire rule? Now let's see how to solve the sums using this particular rule. Chalo. Okay, now question number 3. Solve the following simultaneous equations by Cramer's rule. These are the two equations that are given to you. I am not solving all the questions, but I will be covering all the variety of questions. See how it is to be presented. First you will say the given equations are, take the first one, 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. Remember one thing, whenever you have to apply Cramer's rule, this particular rule is applicable only if the equations are in standard form. What do we mean by standard form? वापिस repeat करता हूँ. Variable terms on left side, constant term on the right hand side. Now over here, variable terms तो इधर है, but ये constant term ये side है, तो इससे मेरे को आंसर नहीं आएगा. तो first I need to write it in standard form. So I'll write 4x plus 3y is equal to 4, and this you will name it as your equation number 1. Now you take the second equation that is given. So I'll say also 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. Is it in standard form? Obviously not, because the y term is on the right hand side. So first I need to convert this equation into standard form. ये minus 5y, I shift it on this side. I'll get 6x plus 5y is equal to 8, and this becomes your equation number 2. ये change कभी करने का? Only if the equations are not in standard form. If the equations are in standard form, you will continue the way the equations are given. Now you have your standard form of equation 1 and equation 2. Only for your understanding, I am highlighting this. You are not supposed to do this in exam. These are the two standard equations. Now, before I get the value of the determinant, I need to get the value of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, because that is what I am going to use in the determinant. So, in order to do that, I need to write comparing equation 1 and 2 with, now you write your standard form, A1x plus B1y equal to C1 and A2x plus B2y equal to C2. मतलब my first equation I am going to compare with this, second equation I am going to compare with this. So first equation जब भी मैं compare करेगा A1 किसके साथ में, x के साथ में, तो इधर x के साथ में क्या है, 4 है, तो A1 की जगह पे I am having 4, तो I'll write A1 is equal to 4, then B1 के जगह पे क्या है, 3 है, एंड C1 के जगह पे 4 है, ओके, देन A2 B2 C2 के लिए यूज द सेकंड इक्वेशन, तो I'll write 6 B2 is equal to 5 and C2 is equal to 8. Remember one thing, suppose अगर ये 4x minus 3y equal to 4 होता था ना, तो minus 3y अगर रहेगा ना, तो B1 will be negative term. What I want to tell you is, you have to pick the coefficient and constant along with their sign. If it is negative, you will write a negative value over there. Now you have the value of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Now you get the three determinants. Which three determinants? D, dx and dy. So I say D is equal to, I again tell you how it is to be remembered. D determinant is your constant determinant. Constant determinant में constant नहीं आएगा, तो ये नहीं आएगा. Rest everything in the same order. तो first I write the formula A1 B1 A2 B2 and then you will substitute. इसका substitution will be 4 3 6 5, which will be 4 into 5 minus 3 into 6. Just in order to fit the entire sum over here, I am writing it horizontally. In your notebook, you will write the steps one below the other. Okay. Now this will be 20 minus 18. So basically, I'll write therefore D का value मेरा क्या आया? 20 minus 18, which is 2. This is your first determinant का value that I got over here. Now I need to get the value of dx. dx क्या करने का, dx में x का कोएफिशिएंट नहीं आएगा, तो ये नहीं आएगा, एंड dx में एक चीज ध्यान रखने का है, रिमेनिंग थिंग्स इन रिवर्स ऑर्डर. ओके, सो इट विल बी c1 b1 c2 b2, c1 b1 c2 b2. Now you substitute their values 4 3 8 5. Clear? This how to solve it, cross multiply and subtract. 4 into 5 minus 3 into 8, which will be 20 minus 24. So your dx becomes 20 minus 24 is minus 4. This is your second determinant that you got over here. Okay, now I'll get dy. dy के डिटर्मिनेंट में क्या करने का, y का कोएफिशिएंट नहीं आएगा, तो ये नहीं आएगा, बचा क्या, a1 c1 a2 c2. सो a1 c1 a2 c2. Substitute their values 4 4 6 8. Now cross multiply and subtract. 4 into 8 minus 4 into 6. 4 into 8 32 minus 4 into 6 is 24. So your dy 32 minus 24, answer will be 8. Clear? Now you got all the three determinants. Once you get the three determinants, you will say by Cramer's rule. It is better if you specify this. X is equal to dx upon d, which will be, now dx का value is minus 4, d का value is 2, so minus 4 upon 2, answer is minus 2. This answer you have to box it up. ये blue color का box and red color का box is only for your reference. Do not draw it in exam, no need. Box किसको करने का, final answer of x and y. इसके बाजू में you can do y का answer. You can do it in the exam also adjacent to each other. dy will be, dy का value is what, 8 and d का value is 2. So I write 8 upon 2. Answer is 4. Now even if you would have solved the sum by any other method, graphical method or elimination method or substitution method, your answer will be the same. Whichever method you use, your final answer is the same. Same method, in order to check your answer, you can apply over here. Put this x and y in your both the equation. your left hand side should come equal to right hand side in both the equation. So if this satisfies the equation, this is the solution of the equation. लेकिन final answer statement form में भी लिखना पड़ेगा. I'll say therefore solution of the given equations is x comma y is equal to minus 2 comma 4. This is how you are supposed to end your sum. There is no much variety of question as far as Cramer's rule is concerned. Okay, only one thing be careful about, given equation पहले standard form में लिखने का. Now I'll do a question in which fractional terms will be involved. Clear? चलो let's start with that. Now I directly take the sixth question. Reason for taking this particular question is that there are fractional terms involved. Let's see how to do it. First I'll say the given equations are, take the first one, 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. Is the equation in standard form? Yes, because variable terms are on left hand side, पहले x है y and constant term on right hand side. So I write this as equation number 1. Then I take the second one, x minus y by 2 is equal to 1 upon 2. This equation, it is there in standard form because variables are on left side and constant term on right side. But it is always better if you remove the fractions. मैंने आप लोगों को सिखाया है फ्रैक्शंस कैसे निकालने का. व्हाट इज टू बी डन, जितने भी अलग अलग डिनोमिनेटर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं ना, यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई द एंटायर इक्वेशन बाय एलसीएम ऑफ दोस डिनोमिनेटर्स. What I want to tell you is here the denominator is same. Suppose if I have an equation x, just a random equation I am taking. Suppose if I have this equation and if I want to remove the denominator, क्या करने का, 3 है, 2 है, 6 है in the denominator. You have to take LCM of 3, 2 and 6. 3, 2 and 6 का LCM is what? 6. So you multiply the entire equation by 6. Your denominator will be removed. See, 6 into x by 3. Every term multiply by 6. Okay, so ये 6 6 cancel, 2 1s are 2 3s are 3 1s are 3 2s are, so 2x plus 3y is equal to 1. So this equation and this equation means the same. The thing is that over here fractions were involved and I have removed the fractions over here. Understood how the denominator is to be removed? Okay, now over here there is a common denominator too, so I just need to multiply entire equation by 2. So I say multiply throughout by 2. If I do that, ये हो जाएगा 2x minus this 2 will get cancelled क्योंकि ये 2 into y by 2, 2 gets cancelled is equal to 2 into 1 upon 2, 2 gets cancelled 1. Now this is your standard form, so I write it as equation 1 and equation 2. So this is your first equation that I got and this is your second equation. Now before getting the value of determinant, you need to get the value of a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. So I say comparing equation 1 and 2 with, which are your standard forms of the equation, a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2. If I do the comparison, a1 is equal to first equation का x का coefficient 2, then b1 is equal to 3, c1 is equal to 2. This will give me a2 is equal to 2, b2. As I told you, you have to pick the coefficient with the sign. Y का coefficient is what? -1. Please do not take it as 1. There is a negative sign. So I write -1. And c2 is equal to 1. So you have all the values. Now you define your three determinants, d, dx and dy. So I say now d is equal to, d is your constant determinant. Constant determinant में constant नहीं आएगा. a1 b1 a2 b2. So a1 b1 a2 b2. This will become 2 3 2 minus 1, which will be 2 into -1 minus 3 into 2. ये क्या हो जाएगा? -2 -6. Again I repeat, I am writing it side by side because I want to fit the entire sum over here. But in your answer paper, you will be writing each and every step one below the other the way it is given in the notes. Okay. Now -2 -6 numbers are of the same sign. So you will add the numbers. Addition will give you 8. I repeat, if numbers are getting added or subtracted, over here the numbers are not getting multiplied. So please do not multiply the signs. Don't say minus into minus is plus, so answer is plus. Whenever there is plus or minus, answer का sign is always of the greater number. Greater number is 6, इसका sign है negative, so here it will be -8. Okay, then you write your dx. dx में x का coefficient नहीं आएगा. Remaining things in reverse order. So c1, b1, c2, b2. Substitute 2, 3, 1, -1, which will be 2 into -1 minus 3 into 1, which will be -2 -3. Okay, so dx का value you get it as -5. Clear with it? Then you get your dy. dy में y का coefficient नहीं आएगा, so a1 c1 a2 c2. I'll write a1 c1 a2 c2. Answer will be 2, 2, 2 and 1. This will be 2 into 1 minus 2 into 2, which is 2 minus 4, and 2 minus 4 will be -2. So the three values of determinant that we have got is this, this and this. Once you get the three determinants, what you need to do? You need to get the value of x and y. So I say by Cramer's rule, please see to it that you write this. By Cramer's rule, x is equal to dx by d. dx का value -5 upon d is -8, minus minus cancel. Answer will be 5 upon 8. You cannot reduce it further. No need to get the answer in decimal. Your answer can be in fraction. The only thing is that the fraction should be in reduced form. This is your x. Now y will be dy upon d. dy का value I got it as -2 upon -8. Minus minus cancel. In the reduced form, answer will be 1 upon 4. As I told you, answer can be in fraction. Final answer statement you need to write. I don't have space over here. I'm just dictating. Therefore, the solution of the given equations is, in bracket you will write x comma y is equal to 5 upon 8 comma 1 upon 4. So these are all the sums that you have on Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule में और कौन सा भी variety नहीं आएगा. The only complicated part that they can make is by not giving the equation in standard form. But now we have seen how to convert them in standard form. Clear with it? Okay. Okay students, thank you very much for watching this video. Today we have covered Cramer's rule. Very soon I'll be coming back with another lecture on this particular chapter. In my next lecture I'll be starting with word problems. If you like the content of today's lecture, do like the video. You are free to write your feedback also. Also, if you want a video on a particular topic, please do write it in the comment box and I'll see to it that I come back with it as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Till then, tata bye bye.